All right, you guys are listening to Radio Cobra Detroit. This is the Homeboy Show with your host, Icious. Today we got Tangerine Polygons in here. No, I'm not tripping off drugs. That's actually a local Detroit band. Experimental pop rock. You guys probably haven't heard anything like this before. They've been around for about a year as a full band. And I'm going to introduce them. We got Brian White on guitar and vocals. Tyler Thomas, lead guitar. We got Alex on the bass guitar. And Mark on drums. How's it going, guys?
It's going good, man.
Good.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Just okay? Nothing exciting to report, huh?
Well, we haven't listened to your music yet. After we listen to your music, I'll be doing much better.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Much better. So you guys have been around about a year. What have you been doing during that year?
Work.
Go ahead, yeah.
I mean, that's almost underselling it. They've been doing this for like 10 years almost. They've been doing it for a long time.
Pretty close.
10 years.
Jamming.
Oh, yeah.
Not quite
What
that
took so
but
long
close.
for you guys to get a full band together?
Well, we all know each other. We go way back, man. We went to school together. You guys played in a band together. I played in the same band that you played in with him. So we all kind of go back.
Yeah,
you know?
and you were in this band not even
yeah.
4 months ago.
Why don't you tell us what your experience was like in this band?
It was a couple hours.
Yep.
I was there.
Yep.
I was broke, and I was like, man, I don't have gas money to get back here. I got to try to work on making some money.
Yep. And we stuck the hardest riff on you right at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, dude. You guys have some crazy riffs.
Yep.
No, it's a Brian thing.
That's a him thing.
No. Because you have riffs where everything's on the upbeat.
Yeah.
I can't fall into that. Like it doesn't work with my brain.
You should hear the crazy stuff he wants me to play on bass while he wants
singing.
me to do
Can
like
you mouth
background vocals.
Yeah. You'll hear it.
He has no mercy for throwing in a fill and just what should just be a normal like rhythm part, and he just makes it impossible as hell. You can tell he didn't write it with the two parts in mind that hey, somebody might have to sing this too. But no, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, not to interject here, but like this was kind of like the brainchild of these two right here, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
Brian and Tyler.
Brian and Tyler. Yeah, this is mostly the brainchild of Brian and Tyler.
Yeah.
They've been writing some like pretty amazing stuff.
Thanks, bro.
Okay. Yeah.
We were in another band.
I've known Brian for like quite some time. Like, oh my God, it feels almost forever. Like
30 years? Shit, I met Dell when he was 14.
Yeah, so it's like me. So I'll just give a brief history of stuff. It's like me and Brian have known each other forever, right? And like, we used to write stuff, and like,
how long ago did you guys start writing and have a band together?
No, this band.
No. I mean, just in general.
In general.
All right, let's start from the very start. Let's go from the very start.
No, brother.
This is going to be a long one.
No, brother.
Yeah.
It all started when I was born.
Yeah.
Before you were born.
Yeah.
I'm older than your mom.
Yeah.
When did Mark and Brian meet?
Okay, Mark and Brian, me and Brian met. Brian and I met. I want to say, God, dude, it was actually before I got married, bro. Like that was before 2004. So I want to say like
Andy was 16.
Yeah, so I want to say we probably first met back in 2002, 2003.
When you were like 18 or 19 years old.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I was 3 years old.
Yeah. So me and Brian like have always we've always like written together, right? And it's like I'm a guitar player at heart. He's a guitar player at heart. He's a songwriter. I'm a songwriter, and it's always been this thing. And we've always had numerous variations of stuff, right? You know, like bands or whatever.
What kind of bands did you start when you were younger?
Oh God,
it was
metal bands.
Tool.
Always a metal band.
No, it wasn't actually. It wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't. It was actually pretty.
Oh, we were like trying to do like the Linkin Parky style, where it was
when we first started, it was kind of like
forgot about all that.
Trying to get like Linkin Parky, and then it was like, then we did some stuff where it was like. And then like what we did, like we actually, this could be a whole nother podcast for you, but like what we started with was like kind of like an amalgam of everything that we've ever liked. And then we just like made this band and stuff. And like all that stuff, again, could be another podcast. That fell apart kind of stuff, but we've always remained very close friends and all that stuff. And
even after not talking for 10
even
years.
after not talking for 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
Even after not talking for 10 years, I'd still call him like one of my best friends.
You're also being pretty humble on your skill set.
Yeah.
Out of the four of us, he's probably the best musician, the best guitar player, and we got him on the drums. It's like hiring a race car driver to drive
Insert
a
glass
taxi.
prison arpeggios.
Yeah.
Well, all that aside, I thank you. But
He's
But,
doing
yeah.
us a favor now by playing drums for us.
basically the four, like your initial question was how this band formed right here, and is I don't want to speak for anyone.
Yeah, we could take it over and bring it all back around.
Yeah, bring it back around.
Tyler, when did you come in?
Well,
So
19.
let's see. I met you. I was going to say 18 or 19.
Oh yeah, because of the job.
And I'm 30 now. So 12 years, right? So a third of my life I've known this guy.
Yeah.
And we obviously played in a band in the past that you played in.
Riff Kids.
And I thought I was filling your spot, but he actually asked me to.
We played shows. We played that festival.
Yeah.
That
That
festival was
amazing
awesome.
festival.
Yep.
Dude, the hip
Yep.
fest,
Awesome.
dude.
Yep.
And then we played at
awesome.
the Rack and Roll. No, it was
Rockies. We
Rockies,
played
oh,
at
yeah.
in Wyandotte on Eureka.
oh my god, that one too.
Dude, how am I
The Rockery.
the Rockery? Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
I forgot
Yep.
about
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
There's a new venue in
know you
Wyandotte
played
now.
with
Really?
Yeah.
District
Rockin',
142.
Dude,
That's
I've
a
heard of
killer
that.
place, man.
Dude,
I'd
that place
love
is
to play there.
bumping all
That
the
place
time.
is sweet. Yeah, they got some killer shows there. I'd
Okay,
love to play that
So
place.
you were in the Riff Kids
Yes.
with Brian.
I played bass.
And
I played
then-
bass in Riff Kids.
Okay, you played bass
Yes.
in Riff Kids. How'd you
Yes.
get to playing guitar and forming this new project?
Well, I've always been a guitar player. And when I left Riff Kids, I don't know, probably same kind of situation. I don't know. It was, what was it?
Bands
Probably-
fall apart, and then you go away for a little bit,
Yeah.
and he's like,
Yeah.
"What up, bro?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
it's Tyler.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
shit."
What are you doing? I'm coming over.
Yeah, he's
And
like, "I
then,
want to write some
you know,
music." We were going to do production music,
Yep.
and then we got
Yep.
bored with that, and we were like, well, "What are we going to do? We
Yep.
got no connections in production music."
Yep.
So we're going to write a band.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
So
before we started talking again,
Yep.
me and Mark.
here we are, probably 5 years, 6 years now.
Yeah, we're going on 6 years. of
6
doing this.
years
Yeah.
putting out.
Okay, so
the
this
music.
band originated pretty much 6 years ago.
Yeah.
This project.
And
Yep.
it was just to write music for fun, and we just
Yep.
were like, let's put an album out because we just never get it done,
Yep.
and let's get one done and do a thing. So we did.
And then Alex, how'd you get in contact with these guys?
pure luck. I've been looking for a band for a long time, man. I play bass and guitar. I always thought I'd play guitar, and I got they were trying playing with a different drummer for a while. And he brought me in just as a guitar player. And the first time I came and practiced, I'd learned a whole set as a guitar
He showed
player.
up and
And
knew
they're
every
like,
song.
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, well, we actually need you
sweet.
to play bass. That's like the story of my life. Literally learning
Yeah.
how to play
Yeah.
guitar. And
Yeah.
then my grandpa's like, well, I actually need you to play bass for me. So
Right.
it's
Yep.
always happens that way. But
Because I was playing bass, and I was like, I don't want to play bass. You know, it's like I'm trying to be something else. I'm a
yeah,
strum
I've
and-
always been hybrid, but I feel like this has like been my calling is to learn these because they are really solid bass lines, and it's almost exactly if I go and write a song, it's almost exactly how I attack writing a song too. So I don't know. I don't even
Nice.
know as a bass player. I don't even know how they do it because they're not bass players.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like when I joined you guys, like we'll get into that story later. But when I joined you guys, like the way I already knew you guys, it was solid songs. It was great. Okay,
Nice.
but the thing when I joined you guys, like when I heard him play, and I heard him play the bass lines, I was like, dude, this guy's solid.
Yeah.
He's our
And
guy,
singing,
man.
and
You know,
singing.
He's our
like,
guy,
he
man.
does the
He's
the
our
harmony.
guy.
I was
Yeah.
like, this guy's solid.
Yeah, he's our guy.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like because I was like, number one, I joined this, you know, it was a fun little side project and stuff. And number one,
Yeah.
I really love the music that these guys make. Okay. So number two was the fact that they're all solid musicians. And like the first practice we had, we didn't even have him there. Right.
Oh yeah.
And then when he came the next time, I was like, damn, all right, this guy can play. You know, like this is pretty solid. This is pretty dope. this is going to be something.
And then he was probably the next practice after that.
Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah. But the thing was too, like here also has to be known, like I'm not on whatever you play, like from their songs. This is all them. This has nothing to do with me. Like they're like what you play on this podcast, like that's all their stuff. It's like I'm basically just the live drummer as of right now. So it's like nothing is even on, like nothing of me is here. But like what I want to do is I want to help take what these guys, like their vision, and like get it to a live performance to where it's like
we're slightly different band live, right?
Yeah,
slightly different band.
So
we change parts and we up it up and we speed it up.
I would say, like, for what Mark is trying to say, I kind of feel similar. Like, I started the project as a fan. Like, they showed me the songs, and I wouldn't have done it if I didn't like the songs, if I didn't like have some kind of personal connection with the songs. I like the individual instruments, but like just as a whole, like Brian's a hell of a songwriter. Right. Tyler is a hell of a songwriter, man. Like you can tell their individual little sauces mixing in there. And like, don't get me wrong, we as a group, the four of us, we have new stuff in the work. And like Brian's probably got like 3 albums on the shelf.
Just waiting. Just waiting. I get that text
every songwriter week. Does though.
Hey, I just wrote 4 more. Where you been? Where you been? I just wrote another one today.
Yeah.
I actually can't wait for like since this is relatively new formed between the 4 of us, like if we can like take all our personalities and take all our influences and take everything, what could the next thing be? Yeah. That's what I'm most excited about.
The amalgam of everything.
The amalgam of everything is like what I'm kind of like.
Is that the right word?
Yes.
For sure. And I think that it also kind of feels like we push each other to be better. You know what I mean? Like even if it's just a rehearsal or set practice, if you're kind of not holding it up, and it's like, oh, geez, man, I gotta.
Do you guys record yourselves
every practice?
Every single practice,
we send it over every week.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that actually makes you better?
Yes,
I think so.
It changes my singing from week to week. I have to be like, okay, am I going to do this like harder? Am I going to do softer? How am I going to pull back? What do we got to do?
Yeah,
to make this thing sound cool.
Is it more about learning your parts better or writing the song?
Knowing how you can improve.
Yeah.
When you track a practice,
performance.
You mean?
Yeah, like when you listen back to the recording, are you listen? Well, obviously, you just said you're listening for your own performance, but then is there any times where you're like, oh, okay, we need to just change this part altogether?
Yeah, we have. We've literally changed.
I think so.
Songs,
I think so, and I think it also helps with the dynamics of everything. It's like we never. What you hear is a record version of a performance versus what we play live does have a different feel. So it's like we try to get the dynamics from that actual record version, and so if you can hear it back, it's like, oh yeah, okay, let's soften it up, get a little tighter here. And you also get that feeling of, when a band plays together, it's like everybody kind of just waves together. And that's
the dynamic up and down.
Yep.
You're in sync.
When we play these songs live, it's like we all have the same idea. We all know exactly what we want the song to sound like because we've not just played it but listened to it back almost 100, 200 times before. I mean,
it's amazing to be in a band. How many times you got to either play a song or listen to your own music over and over and over and over. And then since I do all that mixing and the recording, I'm already hearing it hundreds of times before that. The song that we just put out recently, what did Mark was helping me fart around with the mixes, and it's like we did like 7 versions of that thing.
Yeah.
Before we settled on something, and I just ended up scrapping like the whole drum section and redoing it. I was like, what are you gonna do?
All right, I'm gonna play a song I really like by you guys. It's called "Make Me Want to Change."
Oh, sweet, the chill one.
Chill one first.
We navigate this maze. Who knows what's right from wrong? Trends seem to show my age. We swipe and then move on. The more I try to change, the more I stay the same. Tear down these walls I've created. You help me seize the day. You make me wanna change. change. You make me wanna change. No sense in keeping score. Apologize and move on. I'll lead you to the door. Just put your feet to the floor. Before we wither and fade, before we go insane, accept this life that we're given. Go out and face the day. You make me wanna change. You make me wanna change. Even though sometimes we go alone, path before you leads unto the unknown. Even though sometimes we go alone, lose ourselves, the bird has flown, bird has flown. The more I try to change, the more I stay the same. Tear down these walls I've created. You help me seize the day. You make me wanna change. You make me wanna change. You make me wanna change. You make me wanna change.
So Alex, is that one that Brian wants you to sing vocals with him on?
Yeah, I would say that one's probably the easier one too.
Oh yeah. You write all the lyrics, Brian?
Yeah. I mean, Tyler helped with the first album. We were like kind of going back with lyrics and stuff. Fun fact, we used your guitar to record that.
Oh right. The jumbo.
Yeah, the big
your
jumbo
mustache
guitar.
Mustache, yeah.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
Love that guitar.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Good mix, man.
Thanks.
Who's
buddy.
our mixing guy? Yeah.
I think we got the harmonies on the whole damn song, probably.
The whole song. It seems like we have the Alice in Chains thing that we always want to do, where or the Beatles, where it's like they're always harmonizing. You know, It's hardly a part where there's not a harmony.
Do you feel like you envision that when you're writing the song, or does it come recording time? You're recording the vocals, and you're like, I gotta do it.
I think it's probably insecurities. That's why you add a harmony on top, and then you add another one. Because that one, there might be a few buried, right? And some songs have like 7 or 8 stacks of harmony. It's like, how many chords can you do, bro? Can you do all the lower chord and the higher chord?
I think sometimes, Brian, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of the times the harmonies are added just to disguise the fact of like, because of you're very insecure.
There you
like
go.
When I record my own vocal of like other stuff, that not to detract from like the thing, but like when I do the same thing, it's like if I record a vocal, it's like I just keep stacking to hide my. It's based on insecurities, man.
You do 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Open this, stack this, double that.
Well, you did vocals for your band, so you know how it goes.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Layers.
You always do the layers when you're recording any vocals. I just don't think he expected like somebody to be able to do the harmonies.
Yeah, never
the whole
thought
time.
anybody would.
Right.
Yeah, never even expected those.
And that's the other thing I didn't say, like the way Alex plays the bass and does the harmonies, like
compliments it. We're hitting it together.
You know he's the lead singer, and he's saying he's insecure, but when he sings live, man, it's all confidence. Like he is the center of attention, and my job as the bass player and harmony, whatever background singer, is to make him sound good. And I think everybody has that same idea.
Yeah. And we like the way, the best part about you doing it is how you like to dress up in the GIMP costume and stand in the corner. It's like it's that ominous vibe that we need. With
he's like the GIMP.
Yeah, you gotta go get him. He's sleeping. You gotta wake him up.
Occasionally they throw me like some goldfish that's been like that their cats didn't eat or something like that. Some, like cat treats or some shit like that.
Fiction, he's the GIMP.
Yeah. And I told him, dude, what was my text to you? Wake up, sleepyhead. That was my text before you got here. Wake up, sleepyhead.
Time to get up.
I had to unlock the trunk and everything, bro.
No, he's not really.
But I did say, wake up.
No.
You should make him dress up for shows now.
The GIMP. No,
I mean, that's false advertising to say it here, and then they come to a show and they're like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
He's like,
well,
I expected it.
And the craziest part is, this guy probably has the hardest job in this band.
Oh yeah,
without a doubt. Like,
because I just strum chords. I just strum chords. He's like,
I
gotta play all these things. He's like, he's playing harder shit than I gotta.
Yep. And now he has to do it in a GIMP suit.
Well, he used to unzip this every time he sings.
This is a side note, though. This is a side note. As I was listening back to that, please let me record that.
Oh, dude, you can do your own version.
Let me do because our live version's like.
It's a complete. Yeah, we've upped it and changed.
That's so cool, especially that.
The big breakdown. Yeah,
this is our biggest strength and weaknesses. You guys are never gonna be happy.
I've already got like another one of the songs we already put out. I've already got a backup mix that I'm about to drop. Just because.
Yeah, it's just one of the. So it's just one of those things where it's like the demos that you're hearing now is before this band was actually like a band,
like 5 years before. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the things that we've done. We've made changes as a group, as a collective, that have changed certain songs that are just like in a live setting is going to be like.
We've actually all subscribed to Neuralink, and we're waiting to join the hive mind. So that
we've stopped communicating. This is our last time we'll communicate. In person with words. That's it.
This is actually probably the last time we'll see each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Just with the helmet on, and that's it.
If I'm just a nanosecond out of tune or like timing, then they will get the whip out, and I won't get any goldfish for like a week.
Oh yeah,
won't even feed me.
We put a lock on the mouth part.
Oh no.
Yeah, we've had some. He's had some floggings.
But hey, and then they still make you hum after they lock your mouth too, right?
I don't get any breaks.
Sometimes you make him whip himself. It's just the
deep down though, I like it. I'm not gonna.
Amazing.
No,
I found my true calling. I can honestly say that.
You guys have some crazy music videos out on YouTube.
Oh, thanks.
How'd you make those?
Lots of time and frustration.
Yeah, totally.
Typically, this guy and I kind of work together. Actually, we found recently, kind of remotely. We'll just kind of connect on some sort of remote app, communication app, Discord, and then
share screens and
share screens and just be in a DaVinci project and put together a video, man. So
he gets yelled at a lot.
Yeah, well, not enough apparently.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Well, we saw AI was doing its thing, and everybody, it's like, everyone's against AI. It's like, I get it. I'm an artist too. Whatever. But to shoot a music video like caught by surprise, thousands of clips generated it, and people go, AI is doing it for you. No, that's thousands of clips. With thousands that you didn't use because they were terrible to get the good clips, and then you still had to shoot the whole thing. You still got to edit the whole thing, and then you still got to find the spots for it to make sense, and then make a story out of it. And it's just like, we went to
it's like being mad at electric guitars because that's cheating because you don't have to play really hard for everybody to hear it. It's just another.
That's why I picked it for this band. It's the easy choice to make. So.
Yeah, I mean,
plus I don't have to wear the GIMP suit, so that was the other plus. So
they do a mix of like the live in person shooting for a couple of the videos too with the AI. I always liked that because you don't see that anymore as like the low budget people trying to just put something together like that's halfway decent. But we forget that half the music videos that we ever saw and fell in love with before like YouTube was a big thing, like it's all it was all low budget, like
yeah, just a camera in a room with the fish lens on it and people jamming.
And somebody with a good idea.
Mean, the whole thing with AI in general, it's like it's a double-edged sword. Like as far as like all art is derivative. Like there wouldn't be a Tool without
King
the
Crimson.
Doors or the King Crimson. It wouldn't be this, blah 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 blah. Like it wouldn't be this without that. There wouldn't be this without that. It's like you could run the gamut on all this stuff. So it's like, but the problem, the only thing is like with the AI stuff, it's like it's awesome to be the like what I love about it, and this is only talking for this band, is that like it allowed like audio and visual to like coalesce in a way that was like, why this band has no budget, this has no nothing, and blah blah blah.
It's for fun, right? A hobby.
And to be able to create something that was like awesome and stuff like that, that's great. That's great. But like if it gets to a higher level, then of course you're gonna hire the artist. You're gonna hire the things they're gonna do. It's not replacing it. It's just like it's the subsidiary.
It makes it accessible to everybody.
Yeah, for right now. Yeah, is what it is. Yeah. It's like
you couldn't tell if we were putting our AI video next to a high budget like professional, and they still did the work. It's not like the AI is doing the work. Like they still have to come up with all of the ideas.
It's funny how we have to even to defend it, right? It's like
it's just like it's like at the end of the day, my personal opinion is that like once it gets like to where budget's allowed, to where this
you hire
allowed,
a cinematographer, you get
I'm hiring real life artists. I'm doing that, and like I'm wanting this, and I'm wanting like the real life people that can create the thing, because like nothing can replace it ever. I don't give a crap.
And so here's the flip side. Here's the flip side too. We would the past few videos we put out have just been lyric videos, because God, we have so much music we want to start putting out, and if we're making these music videos for all this stuff, God, it just never gets done.
Right.
And me and Mark been writing music for a living, so we're already writing sometimes 8, 9, 10, 12 hours a day on something, and then we're working on the music for our thing, and then we're doing the music videos, and then we're putting that, and then we have to do the social media. I heard your last band, it's like the socials. That's why they do singles. That's why they don't drop albums, because you got no content.
Because there's no support for artists. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, man. The truth of the whole thing is, the reason why AI even exists and how to make an easy route towards something is because no support for artists exists anymore. Yeah. Like
what kind of support?
Support in the sense of like, because back in the day, I'm showing my age, like artists would just like whatever, and then the labels would create you. They would create the artist. They would create the image. They would create everything, blah, blah, blah. Nowadays, you cannot make it unless you already have a following, already have the subscribers, right? Already have the anything. Yeah. So it's kind of like, what choice does this independent artist have that has no money? Like, what are they going to do?
In a sense,
you have to be your own marketing team.
Yeah, you have to be your own marketing team. And you have to. Yeah. Like you literally have to like you're your own marketing team and all this stuff. And if you're sitting there with no money, no anything, and a tool comes out and it's AI, shit, man, use it.
You just mentioned marketing team, but the reality is marketing team, video production team, everything. You really have to just
you have to be the label.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are your own label at this point. That's what a lot of bands like aren't. I mean, hoping for this big record deal or something, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to happen, brother.
Does anyone hope for that anymore?
You wonder.
I don't know.
I think like Sumerian Records, they still sign people. People
Sumerian's
get
still around.
Yeah. There's those people. It's just, but I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. Like you have to be. It's almost as if you have to be famous before you're famous. Right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Which is crazy.
Do you think it's better this way though? For the bands,
there's a lot of positives.
I think that it can be from like a creative perspective. right?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you essentially have unlimited freedom.
Yep.
Right?
Anything
You're
you want
not
to do.
bound to anything.
Yeah.
So,
You're not. You don't even.
you know,
So the truth of the matter is, you don't need a label.
right?
Like net,
You can make it
Yeah.
on your own.
you'll get more exposure overall going like the modern route, going social media
Yep.
and doing all of that. But if you are like old school, like I think everybody that started playing guitar or drums or any instrument, like the dream started thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be good enough, I'm gonna play in a band and we're gonna get famous. Like it was never more complicated than playing.
I'm gonna
your
get signed to
instrument.
Geffen.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Just based on your merit, based on how good of a player you are, how you present yourself, and that it's unfortunate, but there's pluses and minuses. Like Tyler said, you are the whole production.
Yeah, now
team.
you are.
Can't just be.
Yep.
But then if you make it to a certain point, you can also know you earned what you got. You
completely
earned
on your own.
And then just so this sense of self-satisfaction, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if let's just say like something like turns out successful and all this stuff, and you used all the tools available to like us nowadays, all the shit, and it's like you ended up making a crap load of money. It's like that is going to go into further production of human.
For sure.
Stuff.
You know, human
for
stuff,
sure.
like human
Yeah.
art, human this,
Yeah.
human that, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
The AI was a means to an end.
I
Yeah,
don't
It
even.
was a means to an end.
I don't even think
Yeah.
like you said, like if at a certain point there will always like hire a production crew, but I
course.
don't even think that AI should ever be off the table because efficiency is always the goal. But like it's also kind of ironic because half the songs that they write, they have it, like they're talking
It's
about
talking about
AI
Yeah.
or the
Yeah,
influences of
we do.
technology.
Yeah,
like-
we do.
Yeah.
We do put
That's
that a lot
fine.
in
That's
there.
fine. But it's
Yeah.
like I always feel like AI should be a means to an end.
Right.
Like it should just help you get to the point to where it's like,
For sure.
do you know what I mean? Like,
Well,
sure.
like
It's not even the videos are so cool, and it's like it doesn't matter if it's a real person in the video.
No,
you guys have one video really cool, some guy sitting in a chair with the VR
You
headset.
can't even tell he's not real.
Well, not only
You know?
that, but
Yeah,
it doesn't
right.
matter how it was created because it's still art. It's still expressing
Yeah.
something, and it's still really entertaining content that catches your eye.
Fit the vibe.
Yeah.
The Tangerine.
Because all you're
Polygons song,
doing is
yeah.
using it to as basically a cover
Yeah.
to advertise your music with.
Pretty much.
And I think you guys do some cool stuff with
Thanks,
it.
dude.
And I
No,
haven't
it's
heard,
awesome.
I haven't
Thanks,
seen
bro.
any other bands really using that.
Yeah, me neither. And I look around for it to see examples of what other bands in the scene are doing. And man, it's like everyone's local band's YouTube game is weak. Ours is weak. You know, it's like, and we work hard on it, and it's still weak sauce. It's like, how do you up that?
What do you think bands should do then?
I don't know.
The biggest shame of all of it is it's like, oh God, how am I going to explain this? All right. So the biggest shame of all of it is like, it's, I don't know, like, so you guys like create the visions and the images you want to see like on the thing. Well, I'll say we from now on because I am part of this at this point. But like, so like the problem with a lot of it is that like I get that the vision's coming out in some place, but it's like there's a struggling artist out there that would do it. You know what I mean? That would create those images and all that stuff. So it's like,
Gotta get on Fiverr, bro.
I know, but do you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, but at the same time, I'm like, I would do the same damn thing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like,
it's the opposite. Let's say you're making a movie and you need a film score.
right,
You have that option to score that with some kind of AI track,
right.
or you can reach out to the guy who's going to sit down and score your film. So it's the other. It goes both ways,
does,
man. I
for sure.
I understand what you're saying.
For sure.
I also think it'd be too ironic if we paid like if we got theoretically got famous and hired a professional crew. No. But then the video that we see the guy like behind the closed door and he's editing everything with AI.
Right.
We were supposed to get rid of this,
Wouldn't
man.
that be
He's like, sorry, bro. CapCut gave
But
us
it's
a
like
lock.
it's like the people that I work like I'm not gonna like say any. I cannot say any names of stuff, but it was like there was a meeting amongst like supervisors of stuff like this and like with AI and like writing music and doing this stuff, and it was just like, so we don't want to. We're not allowing anything that was created with X from Y,
which is great. And a lot of composers came back and were just like, if I can't use this, what can I do?
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I can't use Splice, how do I? Well, what's that arcade? You see the video, like arcade. Buy these beats. I got these fire beats.
So it was like a lot of composers, like from a professional standpoint, that were like in a super, like a pretty important meeting, and like, saying like,
he's like, no.
If I can't use this, what do I do? So it kind of like exposed a lot of composers that don't even know what the hell they're doing.
Right.
Well, that's good. Though.
Just even within Logic, with Logic's DAW, now they get the session players and the bass players and the drummers, and it's like, you can just drop some stuff and you're like start tweaking and put some chords in. And you're like, that's a song. Now you write your own human element on top of it, and boom, you got a song. Really,
dude. You as a guitar player and vocalist, you could have your own band. We wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I mean, if you played something, we'd be like, man,
do you guys all have to compete when Brian's mixing? He's like, hey, man, this
your
Logic bass player is going to kick
your part
you out.
didn't make it. Your part didn't make it.
You got chopped.
Yeah.
He just puts the difficulty all the way up.
Turn the intensity and complexity.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this right now. I've done like literal, like I don't like sidetracking things, but like I've taken a song and like I've generated on like one of the popular things, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna recreate every element with the human element, and it was just like
becomes a different song.
It was like literally night and day compared to what like the AI could create. It was like
there's that distortion in there, that weird artifacty thing that's in
the
there.
Human element will always win.
Well, even like when we were practicing with James as the drummer, he played to a click track most of the time, and I know that's like a fundamental argument with drummers is whether or not to play to a click or not. But it right or wrong, you can tell the difference. You can just tell if it breathes a little bit more life. I know that his style plays to the click a little bit more, but you can just
it's the riff kids. The riff kids always played over a backing track and a click. But God, when you have to take that to a show, you're like, okay, interface, computer, everyone gets
your entire workstation
separate,
has to come with you.
I was bringing 10 grand to a show every time just to have a click track, but now you can do it in some stupid.
It might as well be another member of your band.
Yeah.
You know, you have to bring so much with. Yeah, no, for real,
man. Things have evolved now. I think, what's that one? What's that program that everybody uses? That's like not Adobe. Oh my God, not Audacity either. Anyway, it's like, you can just bring this like little machine, bring your thing, have your click, everything's separated. I know old school guys know better ways to do this, but who would want? I could never see myself going back to it, because you want to like.
Well, the problem is we embrace technology, but like I think we're all old souls.
Yeah.
Do you play
or just old, bro?
Huh?
Do you play to a click track?
Not with these guys, no.
No, we want it to be like where at certain times where we can slow it down, or if everyone's grooving, or if you're vibing, you play a little faster. Sometimes you play it faster.
Yeah, if you do it naturally, then it sounds natural
for sure. Man. For sure, when that happens.
If you're forcing it to stay one thing, it sounds forced.
Yeah.
So if you might change a little bit at one part naturally, and it feels natural to everybody as you're playing it, then it's going to sound natural to everyone else.
That's very valid.
The song that you played, Make Me Want to Change, you've obviously played the record version, right? What we found when we practice in our live set is, and I think that's why he's excited to kind of put his own take on that track, is it has more of this sort of soft and kind of build towards the end dynamic, and a little bit more swing, and more of a human feel where that's kind of just locked in, right? The entire time it's just sort of locked into that groove that we kind of created. But yeah, man, it's really cool to play with.
Here's your next level.
Group of guys.
Here's your next level, man. You set up that room over there, man. And you get it like a set, you get this thing, and we start and we'll show it.
Play a live show here.
Like we're talking, but we could show you.
Yeah.
I don't think the businesses in this building.
Come to our place. Come to our place.
So you didn't show up with the Riff Kids when we did the podcast and we used to play those shows all the time? No, that was before your when you joined the band or after? Yeah, we used to show up to podcasts and we'd bring acoustics and cajones and stuff and play
like
the
an
whole,
acoustic or something.
and play the Riff Kids music like that, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just
I don't
playing on the
remember
mic here, you know, we could have done one. We could have done one, play Make Me Wanna.
I'd play right now.
You guys tell me which song you want the audience to hear right now.
This is their call.
Do it up.
I'm not on them. I don't know.
All right, I'm going to play Making a Name.
I packed my bag so I'd be free. But this bird is waiting me. Can you help lighten my load? 'Cause I have miles to go. Bracing for the chaos, begging for a way out. Here's to making a name, keeping light while we fade out. I do my part when I'm in need. I did my best to plant the seeds. The time, where did it go? The signs all over the road. Bracing for the chaos, begging for a way out. Here's to making a name, keeping light while we fade out. So where do we roll? Got miles and miles to go into the unknown. Could you use a friend to carry us all to the end? The sweet bitter end. The time, where did it go? The signs all over the road. Bracing for the chaos, begging for a way out. Here's to making a name, keeping light while we fade out. Bracing for the chaos, begging for a way out. Here's to making a name, stay hellbound while we fade out.
How many songs do you got on the YouTube channel now?
16?
16.
16?
Yeah, I think so.
This is the
Yeah.
Tangerine Polygons YouTube channel.
Yep.
Is there anything else on there besides lyric videos and music videos? You guys post your I feel like I seen you guys post your rehearsals before.
We did one live.
So I went live on Instagram. We did a set rehearsal at our place. I did live. I would love to do more, man, because it's like
Why don't you?
it just I don't really think about it, you know. And it's that's such a lame answer.
You guys
because
need
it's
a
like,
sign.
It's like get there, set up your phone, and just start.
Hey, no,
going
right
live.
above the power button on the cam.
Yeah.
Be like,
yeah.
have the red circle for the camera button on the phone.
You can't put anything on your amp, dude. You can't do that.
Man,
I know. I've seen your amps. I know. I've seen your amps
on your guitar.
What do you got on your amps?
I used to smash cigarettes out on it. And man, my orange amp, I use it as a coffee table or a side table for
destroy.
It's tools.
Dude, when I got your guitar, I was like out of the loft when we were playing at the shows, and you guys were always smoking in the loft.
Yeah.
This guitar smelled like cigarettes.
Yeah.
You open the case, and it's like, that smells like cigarettes.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep banging the table.
That's rock star stuff, though, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best smell.
You know?
How do you think Eddie Van Halen's cigarette smelled with it sitting up there?
You know, you can buy a tuner now that's shaped like a cigarette.
Yeah, because Keith Richards used to put his cigarettes in
it's the Keith Richards
thing.
Cigarette.
Yeah. I mean, why would I spend money on expensive polish that smells like when I can just smoke?
Right. Well, and some people buy relic guitars now. You just did that yourself. You know? Just in a shorter amount of time,
You made your guitar
Yeah.
And then all the white parts, they get a little tinted yellow and stuff. It's a custom paint job.
Yeah, exactly.
No, your tuning pegs had a
Fender Custom Shop charges more for that.
What's your favorite guitar?
My favorite guitar.
Out of how many he's bought lately?
Jeez. Oh, you've been buying all the Guitar Center or something?
Oh, he's a.
It's a problem, man.
He's
it's like you can't stop. It's just I'm always searching Facebook Marketplace.
The white Ibanez, kind of thing. The white
Ibanez is cool.
The Apple one I'm using. Oh my god!
I bought that guitar. Actually, no, I traded for that guitar and brought it to his house, and I guess that meant he's keeping that now.
Yeah.
So he plays that guitar exclusively. Favorite? I don't know. It's tough because my favorite guitar doesn't really fit the set.
The Majesty.
My Majesty's probably my favorite, but
what's a Majesty?
Ernie Ball, Music Man, Petrucci's signature.
I thought the Ernie Ball ones
it just gets quiet all of a sudden. It gets quiet all of a sudden.
It's like if an airplane was a guitar.
I'm the only person that knew.
He knows. I know he knows exactly.
Well, I've heard of Ernie Ball Music Man, but I thought those were $200 starter guitars.
Some can be. Okay. And then some can be $5,700. They have that kind of thing. I'm not quite there yet. It's
Mark's got a version of that
Yeah,
guitar.
he's got one like that too.
Version, the JP.
I got I have the
JPX.
No, I have the first one that came out that had the Mystic Dream. That was the first one that came out, and then I have a JP BFR.
Are you a gearhead?
A little bit.
I am.
They all.
Yeah, he's all guitars.
Dude,
this guy's got the amps. Yeah, he's got some sweet guitars, but he's got the amps. Dude. Yeah.
What about you, Alex?
You got it.
I am not a gearhead. I think if you ask somebody what their favorite guitar is and they live in America, it should automatically be a Stratocaster or a Gibson SG. I don't know. It's
Gibson SG. I agree with
driving or a Les Paul. It's like driving
Ford and Chevy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like driving an American-made car. But no, I'm a bass player, so I'm gonna say
I got a Parker. Dude.
I really want just like a P bass or something. Fender.
I will say that probably not in this band, but when I play guitar, probably my favorite guitars to play are probably.
You should say it into the mic.
I would probably say my favorite guitars to play are not far off from what he's saying. Like my favorite guitars to play are probably a Strat or a Les Paul.
What about that Hetfield guitar though?
But no. See, everything is project specific.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I would agree.
See,
it's like everything is project specific, but my favorite guitars to play, again, this is not related to this band, but like.
No, that's because you play drums.
Yeah, right. My favorite guitars to play are probably a Strat or a Les Paul. My favorite sounding guitars, like with my feel, is probably my JP BFR.
Yep.
As far as it goes to metal and stuff, it's probably my ESP James, the
Snakebite.
Yeah, not that one, the one before it. The fucking ESP Explorer thing.
Yep.
Like it's old.
Yep.
That thing.
And you got that Tele.
Oh yeah, my
Tellies are hard to
We
beat.
just
man.
revitalized that
Tellies
lately,
are hard to
bringing
beat.
that one
Yeah,
back.
my Telecaster
Yeah.
has become very much my favorite
Important.
to play.
Tellies are hard to beat.
And you've been
But
using the LTD lately,
Yeah,
right? That's
but
what you've
again,
been using?
like that doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
But when you hear our recordings, our recordings are what?
Telly, always.
Telecaster.
Telly.
And then the second, then the album that's you've just been dropping has been
Majesty,
the Majesty
and ESP.
and the ESP.
But you can all agree that it's you can all agree that it's project specific.
Yeah.
For sure, man. I mean,
like, it's
our first record, Sunday Sessions, that's totally out on YouTube now. We tried a lot, man. We tried his Parker. We tried his Les Paul. I know we tried some of your guitars, like that Gold Top.
Oh, yeah.
Tried that one. Nothing could beat that Mexican Telly. Nothing.
Yeah.
Mexican Telly through an orange. That was
Maple neck.
everything.
Who would have known, you know?
Yeah.
But you can't go wrong with an orange amp when it comes to
Oh, yeah.
anything.
I
That's
agree, man.
true.
They're killer.
Yeah, we did use the orange on that
Yeah.
one.
orange or bad.
No.
Yeah, we've been using the Mesa, and then you just got another orange.
Even I was playing on a little micro terror.
Oh yeah,
Cool, man.
We got
Very
you a
cool.
bass amp now.
Oh, bass
I
amp.
got some gift cards for Christmas and stuff.
Sweetwater gift card.
I feel like a
Yeah.
little kid. Well, they're
Yeah.
they're talking about the gear they have, man. I feel like a little kid, dude. I gotta save up for a year, and I might
Yeah.
not even be
Yeah.
able to afford it. Like I'm
You bought
playing
the
on this.
bass. You bought the bass for the band though.
For sure.
I
Yeah.
traded in a 5-string for a
Oh.
4-string. So
Okay.
it was
Alex,
like it was
Alex,
like.
But that's okay, though.
You got a Christmas present coming.
Uh-oh.
I just
All
want
right.
a P.
Yeah.
I almost
Yeah.
bought a P bass, but the guy wouldn't take like a sickeningly low amount
Yeah.
for it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, too bad.
Unfortunately, he respected himself too much.
Yeah.
He'll have a Christmas present in the
But,
making.
you
Let's
know,
do it. Let's
for
us
sure.
three.
For sure.
Let's
Yeah.
us three
Yeah.
get him a Christmas
Yeah.
gift.
I literally
All
just bought a case for the bass that I have. I was just
Oh,
bringing
yeah,
it
Well,
along.
no, we just promoted on the
All
Homeboy
right,
Show.
So what you need to
and
do is
gather
make a
some
little
people,
wi-
you know, a little
wish
GoFundMe,
list.
Yeah,
crowdfunding.
we
What
need
you-
to
Our
start-
bass player needs a new
Yeah.
gimp suit and a bass.
Kickstarter.
Yeah, both. We might as well cover both.
All right, we're gonna start a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I want to launch. We should do a meme coin about it,
Yeah. Uh-oh.
and then we
Uh-oh.
can
Here
rug
we go.
pull, make millions,
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god.
and get him a gimp suit and a
Yeah.
bass.
Yeah.
The gifts?
What's the commercial
You
with
remember?
the sad animal like donation
Full
for
circle.
Oh,
animals?
yeah. ASPCA.
If you don't do that
Yeah,
commercial
yeah,
for me,
yeah,
I'm just locked in a
Yeah.
closet.
In the basement, in the studio.
I got like black
in the
eyes
dark.
and a fat
Yeah,
lip.
yeah,
like for 10 cents a day,
But-
you could be
Oh
this
my
lonely
God.
bass
Yeah,
player.
yeah. But you know what, though, man? It's like, despite all the gear talk and stuff like that, like it just goes to show that really, in my opinion, the bigger thing is just kind of, showing up, I guess, contributing what you can. He shows up on Thursdays, we run our set, he's doing harmonies, he's playing bass, he's ready to go. And it's like, he's a member of the band.
And we're about to do that after this.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Drop that one on me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, gear is gear, man.
Gear is
You can
gear,
go
man.
without-
They're devoted to their music. It's not about
Yeah,
the gear. They're
for sure.
devoted to the music. Everyone.
Plus, does Brian
Yeah.
change it all anyway after you record, or no?
That has happened. 100%.
Spend all this money on gear. And he's
100%.
like,
Amps,
no,
100%.
screw that sound.
Yeah.
He's texted me. He said, "Hey, man, I wrote this new track and I recorded your parts, so you don't even need to come over. It's already done. Like, I'll see you on Thursday to
What I
practice."
say the other day, I was
Yeah.
like, "Dylan,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
interested in get on the bass
Yeah.
on that last
You know
song
what?
because we weren't there." And I
Tyler,
did it.
you know what though, man? That's the nature of the beast.
For sure, man.
It's
Absolutely.
like-
Absolutely. If
That's-
inspiration strikes, take it, man.
Yeah, I can't help
Yeah.
writing.
yeah,
music
the
for
problem
12 hours a day.
that's the biggest thing about songwriting.
Yeah,
is
man.
like you can't really wait on anybody.
No.
Like
And it's a collaboration,
for sure.
I'm never going to be mad if he writes a song, if he comes with this new groove, Alex writes some vocal parts. Why would I take that personally?
Well,
That's great.
If it was a shitty song, we would tell you, man.
Every single time you do. Every single
He's like,
time
nope,
you do.
that's not it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that whole last album.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, it's like, what am I doing?
Was that the take?
Rethinking everything
Yeah.
right now in this moment.
Just like
Yeah.
it's all done, man.
Man.
It's a facade.
So, are you guys working on a whole new album? Or are you guys working on redoing the songs with Mark on drums, or?
We're actually in the process.
I am okay. So that said, this could be decided right now.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
good meeting
Uh-oh.
time.
This could be decided
Band
right
meeting.
now. If you guys are writing an album, I would like, if I'm going to be a solid part of something, I would like to have input on that.
Are we programming or are we doing real drums?
Real drums.
It would be both.
Real drums.
It
Well,
would be both.
Real
I guess I can't argue that. I can't argue that.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
would be both. It would kind of like, no, I'd like, if we have the capability, of course,
sure.
I'll play it.
If we have
You
a
know.
drummer, then it's your choice.
Yeah.
How
Right.
I'm down.
You know me, I might get all up. Let's
Yeah,
go.
like, then
it to the
100%
garage.
real drums.
Yeah.
we are writing like new music. It just seems like we're also trying to take the old music and
Catch up.
present it live at the moment, because they've been sitting on some songs, but simultaneously we are also trying to collaborate and
Yeah,
write
because
songs.
it's like, unironically, but ironically, 3 of you and me here. So I'm kind
Yeah.
of like,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
like,
kind of like metaphorical almost.
yeah,
like,
it's like,
you know,
yeah,
there he
I would,
is.
like, if I'm going to,
Please,
if I'm
guys.
gonna-
Drummer.
if I'm going to play the shit, I'd like to
Yeah.
write the shit.
Yeah.
You
For
know
sure.
what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's like,
Well, especially
one
what
of
you're
the-
gonna write, because you know me, it's like when I'm writing music, I don't like a lot of fills and stuff in the song.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, to me, it's distracting. But live, it has to be, right? Because then
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
you know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty tasteful with the things that I put in. So
Yeah,
it's like,
especially if
it'd
we're
be-
playing it like that. I mean, I'm not ever opposed to, like, once we get our set, whatever the way we want it, record it as a band and see what we can do.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
I
Because
think
it'd be a
that'd
whole different thing.
I think the next, me personally speaking, that would be awesome. Like, you guys do your thing,
Yeah.
and then present it, and then I'll be like, okay, here's what I would offer to the table.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then see what, like, you guys hate it, like it, whatever.
It's double kick and triplets on everything.
Yeah, it's just gonna
blast
be
beats.
literally
Everything.
blast beats on everything.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like,
You just hang
Now-
boxing gloves up,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
for after the discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Rock'em sock'em robot
it's gonna
time.
be, it's gonna
Yeah.
be Portnoy
Yeah.
fills for
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, no.
Whoever gets
no,
knocked
no.
out doesn't have a say in
No,
what happens.
yeah. Okay, but in all
Yeah.
seriousness, like when you hear some of the live things we've done and like we're playing together as a band, it's like, damn, I wish that was recorded.
Yeah.
Like, right.
For sure.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, there's some really cool moments that are like, it's almost like that's what it feels like. It needs like, there's certain things that's like really dope that happen when the 4 of us get together.
Because I tend to write light. Light
Okay,
stuff.
so all of these recordings are just drums that you programmed into the song,
no,
correct?
no.
No.
The Make Me Want to Change It we just heard, that one's Adam, a
Okay.
drummer from,
Yep.
he recorded
Yep.
in Arizona. I sent him some songs, and me and him used to have studio together and knew each other. We've known each other for 46 years, you know, or whatever. So it's like, yeah, so I just sent him some stuff. He sent it back over, and he ended up on the whole album. Pretty sweet. It was a cool experience.
Yeah, because I say this a lot, but the drummer is the sound of the band. And when you guys get a new drummer or get like switch from a fake drummer to a real drummer or anything like that, it's like your band's different now.
Well,
like
You
the
want me to
sound
spill
of
some
the
secrets? When we
You
spill
know-
some
you
secrets
know-
about some drums?
You know,
Like,
drummer is very close to bummer.
yeah.
So it's like
Oh my
that
God.
close. It's like you got to be really picky. So
Well,
Yeah.
just for the album we've been dropping a couple songs on lately. I actually played the drums on. I was like, well, Adam didn't have time to do the drums on this one. He was working on his own stuff. So I was like, fine, I'll learn how to play some drums. I'll mic my kit up and I'll take it to the garage. Adam, funny enough, had sent me his drum set from Arizona through the mail.
that was a big envelope.
Yeah, that's a video.
you can only imagine.
Okay, so I used
Is
that
there
drum set.
a joke
No.
there?
Yeah, there's the.
Not
you
here.
want to tell?
Not here. Not here.
Oh shit!
You're gonna-
Not
I know.
here.
He's like,
Not
oh,
on
okay,
this.
yeah, you
Nah,
know.
no.
No.
Not
no,
here. We
No.
cannot tell that story
No.
here.
He said he can't.
Yeah, not here.
So anyway, learned how
Yeah.
to play drums, mic'd it up, played
No,
the whole
you
played
don't
the whole
want that.
drum, played the whole album. In the end, when I went to mix it, I had a different vision in mind. This is the benefit of like the recording stuff that we have nowadays, where we can just swap it out in a heartbeat. So I had these real drums, mix it, not liking the vibe because we had written around a different vibe. By the time it got to everything's tracked, drums just didn't match anymore to me. So I'm like, fake drums it is, program. But funny enough, since you got like Logic, you can just turn your drummer into MIDI, trigger it, done. It was like literally still me playing, but it's just triggered, you know, pretty sweet. Technology and recording is just goddamn amazing.
Like in a live setting too, usually the first thing that you pay attention to or the first thing you notice is like, are the drums good? and are the is the singing good, and then you kind of pay it, everything else kind of fades in, and that's probably those two things in particular would be our strength as a band. Like our drums are always solid. He doesn't usually go for like your normal like 4 on the floor beats. It's usually a little bit more hip hop oriented as far as like just where the beat is going to hit on the music.
Syncopated.
And with the vocals, like, he's the lead singer, but there's always that extra element as well. I don't see a lot of people, like a lot of live bands doing a lot of like harmonies other than like the occasional chorus or something.
Yeah, you
like that.
never
Like,
see that.
It's that's literally what we lean into as a band.
We want the harmonies, man, always.
We're gonna play one song from you guys. This is, I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Icarus
by Tangerine Polygons.
This is a new one.
When did this come out?
It's right there. It's down the hall.
2 weeks ago, I think.
Right, Mark.
2
weeks ago.
So before you play this, despite all we said about, tracking drums, this and that, every Friday, keep an eye on our YouTube. We are putting out tracks every single week.
Yeah.
The Tangerine Polygons
Our newest
YouTube
record is
channel.
coming out weekly on our YouTube channel every Friday, 3 p.m. We're always putting out new
And
tracks.
that YouTube channel is just Tangerine Polygons.
YouTube.com at Tangerine Polygons.
Well, I'm sure they won't get mixed up with any other YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Unfailing, unwavering, destiny is forever. How swiftly we age when we're trapped in a cage. The higher you aim, the more limits you face. Not right for the taking. I want it so bad I could taste it. The immortality cravings. Our potential is waning, and I should have stated so plainly, but I'm sick, tired, and angry, and I thought ambition would change things, but no, futures are changing. Unsavory, unsettling, destiny is forever. One and the same, destroyed by what we create. Don't get carried away by what's deceptively safe. Not right for the taking. I want it so bad I can taste it. The immortality cravings. Our potential is waning, and I should have stated so plainly, but I'm sick, tired, and angry, and I thought ambition would change things, but no, futures are changing. Time is stalling. Destiny is calling. Unheeded warnings keeping forever falling. Served inside a pot when offered to the gods. Locked in a finite system, tailored by a mind.
When you guys go to write a song, do you just sit there and be like, let's choose just a totally different genre than we've ever done before?
Well, that one definitely sounds like that, right?
Every song we've played so far sounds like something totally different.
Right.
All different influences. You
Yeah.
can hear, you can just hear different influences in every song that have nothing to do with the other song.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
I think
It's not entirely a different feel too. If you hear them all back to back, it sounds like they're from the same album,
Same person.
but definitely creatively different. That's our his strength in
We
writing.
do strive for that. Well, Tyler, like that song in particular, that's a Tyler riff. You bring a riff, And he's just like, what do you think?
I'm a metal guy at heart.
Yes.
You know how it goes. You know how it
I'm
goes.
like always listening to the Beatles and Coldplay and Radiohead and like Alison Krauss and Rufus Wainwright, and he's listening to
Tool,
Porcupine
Tree.
I was gonna say that track gave me like industrial metal vibes. Like without going there,
Kinda.
it was just like like the underlying tone of the.
And he likes different chord flavors. Like he's doing 6 chords in that one, right? It's like
I don't even know what that means.
well, not for the regular power chord part, but for like the verses and stuff. Yeah.
I think, the other thing is that one kind of highlighted, like, you can see what his job in all this is. That low end is making up so much of that sound. He's got to produce that and do his harmonies. So it's
and Tyler likes his guitar to be textural. More than like the thing that sticks out, except for when we hit the choruses, obviously we have to hit some chords because, what's a chorus without some sweet chords,
Well, I've heard them actually like sit there and think out loud a lot of times. They'll be like, what would Taylor do in this situation?
Which one?
Swift.
Oh, I never heard of her.
The only one.
Oh, right.
Funny enough, for that, make me want to change that chorus, that bridge part. I was thinking of Miley Cyrus because I listen to a lot of Miley Cyrus, and of course Justin Bieber.
I didn't want to call you out on the Justin Bieber, but I was. But
I love Justin Bieber. I don't care what anybody says. Him and his band live is one of the best things I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, Bruno Mars too. You look at his face. These guys listen to Dream Theater.
Yeah.
But that shit rocks.
They're masters of their craft.
Yeah. While we were on a call today, he's over here playing the glass solo.
Glass Prison.
Trying to relearn it.
The solo.
But I think, that's kind of like what being in a band is all about. Everybody's got different influences. And eventually when you kind of bring those influences together, that's when you find your voice.
He's a Devin fan.
Yeah.
We were listening to some Devin Townsend today.
We're metal guys, man. We probably listen to the same bands.
Oh, 100%.
But I listen to the Beatles too. I listen to.
Don't you guys play Metallica?
Jamiroquai?
Like Metallica.
I mean, it's like, there's all sorts of cool stuff to listen to. And that when you find something that you enjoy, that kind of just gives you some creative ideas,
Yeah, I mean, you can get inspiration from anything. Like from fucking Bach, Beethoven, to Chopin, to fucking like Metallica, to fucking Satriani, to John Petrucci, to John Dream Theater, same shit. Like from anything. Like it's
what we were listening on the way here. Rage Against the Machine. Eminem, listen, like get influences from anything, man. Like everything's great. We should say that.
All music is great.
If they want to hear some cool metal Eminem tracks, Mark Moore music. Yeah. Dude's got metal versions of Eminem all day. Sick as you can ever imagine, dude.
Yeah.
How'd you get into doing that?
It does no, man. It's not about me.
Why not?
It's not about me.
We're running out of stuff to talk about.
No, it's not about me.
So where do you guys see your band in a year?
I don't know. Tell me.
My Sundays have been at Brian's house for probably the last 11 years.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'll still be at his house on Sunday. Every Sunday,
Yeah.
I'm at his house.
We've been
Or if we're doing online.
we're currently reaching out to the booking team at Madison Square Garden.
Oh,
Also,
we forgot to mention.
By the way,
We should have said that at the beginning. That was our moment.
we haven't heard back yet. We have not heard back.
Still waiting on a reply.
Also, the Joe Rogan Experience. Haven't heard back from them either.
I just got a text from him.
Yeah.
Only him, though. Only him.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Is there anything you guys want to say before we close out?
No, just thanks for watching, man.
Yeah,
Of course, man.
thanks.
Catch us on
Thanks for having us.
YouTube,
Like I said,
Tangerine Polygons,
Thanks for having it.
social
Hey,
media,
thanks for having
Instagram.
us, bro.
Thanks for being on.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, every Friday, YouTube. That's our main kind of, I guess, network, if you will, and just give us a follow on YouTube, man, because we're putting out music constantly.
Which camera can I look at?
Constantly.
Thanks for watching, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks
One
for having
more,
us,
And
man.
thanks for having us on here.
Do you guys have anything to say about this last song while we get out of here? Caught by
Let's
surprise.
do that.
I think you play it and we mic drop and just walk out.
All right.
Is that the coolest way to
good.
finish it or
might
not?
be the
Tangerine
greatest and best song in the
Polygons.
world.
Ah.
Caught by surprise.